Not sure that helped, but
A lot of people actually think it makes it worse. Because instead of dissipating, it spreads the... Yeah, you feel that?
most people might be right.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Southern Regional Hot Ones. It's a show with hot wings and even hotter questions. From SNN, I'm your host, Logan Suriano, and today we're joined on our very first episode by our guest, Mr. Derion. Mr. Derion's a 10th grade history teacher. You can find Mr. Derion in room 914 next to his life-size cutout of JFK. He's a lifelong Nittany Lion and a former teacher of mine. Mr. Derion, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, so I know this has been a dream of yours for quite some time. So what does it feel like to finally have it in Southern and be sitting in this chair right now?
I'm a little scared. Definitely excited. I'm not sure what I've, created for myself, but yes, I'm a big fan of the show Hot Ones, and I was on Miss Lucas about doing this, and I'm excited that it's actually happening. Not so excited I'm the one who has to be the guest, but I'm excited that it's actually happening.
Yeah, well, it was bound to happen. Come on. So today we have 5 sauces in front of us. We start with mild, and then we move on to extremely hot. First one's going to be honey barbecue, all the way down to our final one, which is Ludicrous sauce. Insanely hot. And I'd like to do a personal thank you to the Chegg for providing all the sauces and wings that we have in front of us today. You ready to go?
Sure. We're doing this?
We're doing this.
This is happening?
Yeah. All right.
All right. Cheers. Can you hear that on the mic?
I love honey barbecue.
Super good.
Great wing.
Am I supposed to only eat one bite? Because I want to eat all of it.
Go right ahead.
All right.
This is all you.
Fat man's got to eat. This could be exciting TV.
I did not clear that one. I'll clear the rest.
You better.
Listen, if you clear Ludicrous, I'm clearing Ludicrous. That's the way I'm doing it. All right. So you didn't attend Southern, is that correct?
That is correct.
Where'd you go for your early years of high school?
I am a mighty mariner of Toms River North High School. You may have heard of it.
That's great. And could I hear more about the hunk of death?
I'm already impressed at this level of questioning. The hunk of death was a 1977 Chevy station wagon, yellow, with imitation wood siding. You could fit approximately a dozen students in it if properly distributing their weights. But the brakes did fail on it once and try and kill me. But other than that, it's a classic automobile. I kind of missed the hunk of death, to be honest.
That's good. And now you drive your 2006 Honda Accord, is that correct?
Yeah, it's the new hunk of death. It's almost as old now as my station wagon was when I had it. And yeah, gonna drive it till the wheels fall off. Big shout out to Mr. Michaeletsky who keeps fixing it. Otherwise, I would have had to replace it already.
You take pride in this? This is the Hunk of Death sequel?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have a fun nickname.
Yeah.
But
you should give it one.
I'm a ride or die with my cars, we just take them till they die. That's kind of how I roll.
Okay.
That was a good question to start with.
But yeah.
Let's find out about the hunk of death.
It only gets better, Mr.
Who
Derion.
you been talking to?
You don't have to know. This is good. This is a personal favorite of mine.
This one's a little gooey. I mean, all day. A little messy, though.
Yeah.
Where's paper towels? I'm already going there.
That's fair.
Oh, I can't reach. Totally natural. You know what I'm a little nervous about?
Well,
If I can add in. I had to have a little dental procedure done earlier in the week. A little thing called a root canal.
oh no.
Suboptimal. But I got a little bit of, like wounding in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little bit worried about cauterizing said wound with hot sauce. I don't know how painful that's going to be.
I have a feeling that'll get you.
We'll find out.
So, you being a history teacher, I'm sure you know a lot about our former presidents. And I hear you've had an a run-in with one of them. Could you tell me a little more about that story?
Sure. I actually did get to meet is probably over, describing what occurred, but I did get to shake hands with Bill Clinton while he was getting ice cream at talking about Penn State, at the creamery where they make their own ice cream. And Bill Clinton was in town visiting the National Governors Convention. And I happened to be walking by around the time that the motorcade was pulling up, and was kind of standing outside like a creeper, waiting for him to come back outside to see the president, when a Secret Service agent told me that, I can't stand where I am. If I'm going to stay here, I have to go through the line to meet the president. And I thought that sounded like a good idea. So I had to go through a metal detector, and I got in line, and Bill Clinton came out and shook everybody's hands. So I had to shake hands with President Bill Clinton. But we didn't really have much of a conversation. All I said was, "It's nice to meet you." He says, "Nice to meet all of you." And then that was it. That was the extent of our meeting.
If I remember, there was something you were going to say to him, right? But you got cold feet in the moment.
Yes. Do you want me to say that now? So,
if you'd like.
For those of you who know the Bill Clinton history, yes, I was going to ask him if Hillary was making him sleep on the couch, but I did not ask him. I kind of wish I had, though. I would love to know how he would have responded, if he would have laughed, or
to make
he would have scowled at me, or if he would have tapped his nose and a sniper would have taken me out. We'll never know. We'll never know what he would have reacted to that, but yeah.
That's great. I wish you said that.
If I could do it over again, I think I would.
I think it'd be worth it. Maybe not worth dying for, but
no, probably not. But but a great story nonetheless. If I had a better story than "It's nice to meet you," which is kind of lame.
Yeah, true. So I have another question. You, a lot of people have this dream of having this thing called a man cave. I know that you may have something of that level in your own home.
You've done your research. Yes, I guess we could call it a man cave. It's a basement that has been finely decorated in the most random sports paraphernalia, bobbleheads, and other nonsense that you can imagine. And it has its own name, which is a little play on words on my own last name. So it's Deroni's. And we even have a T-shirt. We even have a scholarship for scholarship night. So, if you're lucky, you may one day be a recipient of the world's measliest Southern Regional Scholarship from Deroni's Lion and Derby.
So there is a Deroni's T-shirt?
Yes, we have our own T-shirt.
Wow.
Yes.
How much would that be if I wanted to acquire such an item?
We can talk about that after the show.
Okay.
We'll figure that out.
I'm definitely interested in that.
But definitely the rule is, if you're going to get a Deroni's T-shirt, then if you ever travel someplace interesting, you have to take a picture. Send it to me, and we have a little wall of fame of the Deroni's T-shirts all around the world. So
that's incredible. Yeah, I'm definitely interested. I would love to rep Deroni's.
All right. We can probably make this happen. Now, I'm not a big wing guy. I like the drummies personally more than the flats because they're a little more work, but I took the wing on this one.
See, I'm a flats guy.
You know what I don't like on the flats is that little middle piece that you got to figure out how to get to.
That's a rough one.
Are you going to rip it open? Are you going to try and pry it out with your teeth? Stick it out with your finger? It's a whole process. Where these, you just eat them.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. You ever see one of those, you ever have a friend that could just completely clear a wing in one little pull like that?
Little fun fact. I would say by far the most prolific wing eater in the Southern Regional School District is Dr. Folletta.
Really?
Now, I don't know about quantity or heat, but I know about speed, because we do a little thing called Almost Anything Goes in the spring, which you guys should all go to. Super fun. We do all kinds of competitions, and we do a wing eating contest. And I think it's 8 wings that you have to eat, and it's teachers and students against each other. And Dr. Folletta is undefeated.
Wow.
And I don't know how many years we've done it now, but he is undefeated. And he does just cleans it. And every year there'll be some senior football player, ginormous, who's talking all kinds of trash. And Dr. Folletta walks out all unassuming, and he sits down, and we say go. And the football player's on his second wing, and Dr. Folletta's already washing his hands and cleaning up his plate. He just it's unbelievable.
That's insane.
How fast he can slam a wing. So yes, Dr. Folletta is your man if you want to see a wing go in one little mouthful. I'm not even gonna bother with the middle piece on this one, just because it's too much work.
Yeah, I mean, that smells good. Can you elaborate on your extreme hatred for the beach, considering we live so close to it?
I mean, it's two things.
Okay.
Mostly. Number one, sand.
Okay.
You know, what's the Star Wars line? You a Star Wars guy?
I hate sand.
Anakin, I hate sand. It's something, yeah.
It's Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I hate sand. It's gets everywhere.
Oh yeah.
It follows you everywhere you go. If you get sand, like in my 2006 Honda, there's probably sand from 2006 in that Honda. Because once you carry it with you, it just stays with you. A vacuum cleaner doesn't matter. It won't vacuum it up. Sand is insidious. So that's the first reason.
Yeah.
And the second reason is I'm not a big splash around the water guy. And so, I don't know, I get to the beach and after about 10 minutes, I'm extremely, extremely bored. Because you just sit there. My wife can just sit all day and like look at the water. It's not for me. So it's the sand first, the boredom second. I'd say are the two reasons I don't like the beach.
All right, that's interesting. I mean, considering how close we live, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of wasted on me. It's definitely wasted on me.
That's funny.
But I'm sure there's people who like live next to a ski mountain that don't like to ski. So you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We will get to skiing in a little bit.
Oh boy. Now it's getting serious.
Oh yeah. I think mine's rubbed up against the
So
Ludicrous
far, I
ring.
haven't done any water or milk, but this, you know, now we're getting in the scary area.
Oh yeah.
Try and minimize how much sauce I end up wearing. That one. I'm waiting. It doesn't feel that hot yet.
It kicks in.
So I know it's coming. It's gonna sneak up on me. I'm gonna go for a second bite before it hurts. At what point do we start crying and just turn off the cameras and run?
That we'll have to see. Oh, you're going all in.
Oh, I'm devouring this thing.
All right. Well,
I came here to eat wings and
All right,
answer
all right.
questions, and you're all out of questions right now, so.
yeah, this one's a little rough. It's kicking in a little bit.
It's starting there.
Oh yeah.
It's starting. So it's a little slow building heat. The front end, I was like, oh, this isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to feel a little bead of sweat on the eyebrow, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I know you had somewhat of an injury in 2006 while skiing.
It's 2007, but
2007. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. A little bit of misinformation
that's
there.
good. You're close enough, though. It's still pretty impressive.
Okay. And I'd just like to hear more about that, because from what I hear, it's a pretty interesting story.
No, it's really not that interesting at all. It's kind of sad. So, I mean, it happened on a ski slope, Camelback Mountain, and you know, was there skiing for the day. It was my wife, Mrs. Derion, anyone with Stafford Intermediate, myself, and Mr. Soroka, for any of you guys in Mr. Soroka in the middle school. And we were just kind of zipping up and down around the mountain. Now, I'm by no means a great skier, but I can get my way down pretty much anything on Camelback. I don't really like to do double black diamonds, but I've done them. I can get down. But we were on a green, which, if you don't know skiing, is the easiest slope. It's the beginner slope.
Yep.
So we were just kind of zipping down, and I was messing around some with my goggles. I don't even remember, but I was messing around with my goggles because I'm on a green slope, and what could go wrong? And I caught a rut or something, and my one foot went this way, and my body went the other way, and I felt a snap inside my knee, and I went down like a sack of potatoes.
Oh no.
And then Mr. Soroka snowed me because he figured I had to be fine. It was a really harmless looking fall on a green. And I was just laying there, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I don't think so." And yeah, I tore my ACL, so it wasn't awesome. But it's not that, like, I wasn't doing a crazy trick or ripping down a mountain, or I was like going down a lame, flat part of the mountain, messing around with my goggles, and I tore my ACL.
From what I hear, though, the more interesting end of the story is your refusal to take a medical sled down the mountain.
This is correct. I was trying very hard to avoid the sled, because to me that's the moment of shame. You know, you're in the sled.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was trying to just hoof it down the mountain. I tried to ski down. That didn't work. So first of all, I could barely get my foot in the binding, and then I went like 3 feet, and I knew that wasn't happening. I could feel like bones like touching each other inside my knee, which was not It's not a pleasant sensation.
That's not good.
So then I was kind of like trying to use my skis as the crutch and just, I was going to get my way down because we were already like halfway down the mountain anyway. So I just got to get down to the bottom. Well, sure enough, ski patrol guy spots me. So I'm all right. He's like, we'll get the sled. I'm like, no, I'm good. We're getting the sled. Sure enough. So if you ever get in the sled, you don't want to be in the sled. It's not fun. They strap you down, so I'm flat on my back, put like your head, like thing around your neck so your head can't move.
Oh,
they strap your arms down so you can't move at all. I guess so you don't fall out of the thing.
Yeah.
So off we go down the mountain. All I can see is straight up in the sky. I'm sitting there like a mummy.
Kind of like the sled of shame, especially on such a low level
Yes.
slope.
And then I'll never forget though, so I'm lying there looking straight up at the sky, just hating my life. The snowboarder comes up parallel to me. And he just looks down at me and he goes, whoa, that sucks, dude. And then just continues on down the mountain without me, so.
That's
and he was right, that did suck, so. Who's dabbing first? I'll let you explain the dab. I probably ruined it by saying it, so.
Okay, so we're gonna carry on the Hot Ones tradition, and for the final sauce, we're gonna put a little bit more Ludicrous on, even though it's already coated. Because, I mean, come on, you gotta go big or go home. I mean, that's just the way it is. So,
I'm gonna go home.
I'm not gonna start because then you're gonna do exactly what I do. I wanna see how much
You want me to dab
and I'll
first?
copy you.
Well, I'm doing a light dab because
Really?
I've heard nothing but terrifying things about this sauce, so we're definitely.
Oh, that's a smell, yeah.
It's definitely a smell. Yeah, we don't want too much on there. Here you go. How's that dab?
That's fine. That's fine.
Here you go.
Thank you. All right, try to match that.
It just looks angry.
Oh yeah.
The color. Ooh, that was a bigger dab.
You know, I'll.
Here, I feel inadequate now. Just a little tiny little more. I don't want you to one up me too bad.
Okay. My apologies.
A couple extra dabs on there. Do I get to take these home with me?
No, you do not.
Darn it.
All you get to take home is a terrible feeling for the rest of the day.
And digestive distress, yes.
Of course.
All right, we're doing this?
We're doing this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here goes.
You gotta go in.
I'm scared.
You gotta go in. There you go.
Oh yeah, right to the nostrils.
Give it a second.
Why would I give it a second?
Oh God.
I told you I came here to eat wings and answer questions, and you're not asking any questions. Yeah, this one's hitting.
How you feeling?
My hands are starting to shake. Is that bad?
Got hiccups.
Take that, Ludicrous. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh. That's very hot.
Yeah. That's very hot.
I'm eyeballing that milk, but I don't want to do it.
I'm thinking about it.
I am going to do a little celery.
Okay.
You know, a little blue cheese.
Just some delicacies.
Seriously, my hands are shaking.
Oh.
That can't be good.
No. Where are you feeling it the most?
The back of my throat
Oh yeah.
is absolutely like there's a charcoal briquette back there.
Oh yeah.
My nose is starting to run. Definitely got a little sweat bead. It's definitely the long-lasting effects.
It gets worse in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not good. It's very not good. I'm not going to do milk, but I'm going to do a little sip of water. Right
Okay, I'll follow you on that.
Not sure that helped, but
A lot of people actually think it makes it worse. Because instead of dissipating, it spreads the. Yeah, you feel that?
most people might be right.
Yeah.
They might be onto something. Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah. A little bit more water.
I'm double dipping because I'm the only one using this, right? That's okay?
Yeah. Yeah, do what you need. Okay. So
I can just drink this whole thing?
Be my guest.
I might.
All right. So we did it. We climbed the mountain. Ludicrous went down the hatch. And I just got one more question for you, Mr. Derion.
All right, hit me.
What's your favorite part about this wonderful cool school we call Southern?
Man, you want to talk about like hitting a hard question at the end.
Yeah.
What's my favorite part?
We're getting sentimental here.
I mean, there's so much good stuff that happens in Southern Regional. What I would say my favorite part, at least having taught here, is man, my mouth's really on fire. I'll quote our superintendent, Mr. Henry, because he talks a lot about the Southern experience, and I think that's the thing. I think if you go to school here, I like to think you guys get an incredible experience because we have a lot of staff that go above and beyond to offer these kids so many opportunities. You know, obviously we have great athletics, but you know, we have an incredible theater department. We have, talking off camera about the music program here, we have an incredible music program. And then just, I don't know, the endless clubs. There's so many clubs, so many activities that kids can do. And I've got like a burp building up, sorry if you caught that on the microphone.
Oh yeah, I got a cough.
Whew.
I told you it gets worse.
So many activities, you know, so many clubs, you know, some of the things we have, I can't imagine many schools have a video game club. Today I heard the announcements of Dungeons and Dragons Club.
Yeah.
You know, we have a jewelry club. We have, you know, all these different things for kids to do. And then all these incredible activities. The junior prom, you know, people haven't seen it in a couple years, unfortunately, because of COVID. But the junior prom's incredible. The work that goes into that. You know, myself and Miss Malley just got done doing the dance marathon. You know, there's so many things that their staff members, you know, any of you guys have been to Mr. Brown when he comes in dressed up as a Civil War soldier, and there's just so much going on here. This whole S&N program, how many schools are doing a Hot Ones thing? So my favorite thing at Southern Regional is the experience that we present you kids. I think we have incredible staff, we have incredible students, and it makes an awesome program for everybody. So how was that answer? Was that all right?
That was beautiful.
My mouth is on fire right now.
Oh yeah, I want to start clapping after that answer. Thank you. And thank you for being our first guest.
Thank you for having this. I've been talking about this for at least a year, that I thought Southern should do something, S&N should do something like this. So I'm so stoked that somebody took it on, and you just went through the wings of death with me too.
Of course.
You know, like, and you're gonna have to do this again, hopefully, with another teacher.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3.
Yet to be
10.
revealed, but we are looking at a second guest right now.
I can't wait. Can't wait. So thanks for letting me be a part of this. Super fun.
Of course.
A little painful, but fun.
You got this camera, this camera, this camera. Tell the world what you got going on, or any parting words for the viewers.
What I've got going on is a burning throat, a runny nose, a sweaty brow, and a feeling of accomplishment, because now I can tell people I've eaten a Ludicrous wing.
You sure
and I
can.
ate the whole thing. I cleaned that wing, and I lived to tell about it. I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but now I can say I've done it.
And I want to do another personal thank you to the Jag for providing our sauces and wings. They were really good.
Yes. Well, not Ludicrous, but everything else is delicious.
You know, the little bit of flavor that Ludicrous has, though, pretty good. I do.
No, all I taste was pain.
Okay, that's fair.
Mostly pain.
But yeah, again, I want to thank you so much for coming on this show. I want to,
Cheers.
I'm going for milk. I just gotta.
No milk for me.
Okay, that's
I'm setting the bar high for the future guests.
See, I got no bar to set. I'm here to stay. But I want to thank everyone for watching, and we hope to see you all again very soon. This has been the very first episode of Southern Regional Hot Ones.